To wrap up this chapter, we're going to perform an exercise where we take some formulas in arithmetic and convert them to Java code. I've put the formulas up at the top of the program in comments. So let's start with the first one. The first one reads x divided by y minus 3. Now we're not sure if we want the division to go first or the subtraction, as it's not made clear. That's what parentheses are good for. So let's run it both ways. So first we'll do it straight as it is given to us. X divided by y minus 3. Save the file and compile it. And then run it. And you see we get 3.5. Now let's modify the order of operations by doing the subtraction first. We have to put parentheses around that part. So we'll save it. Compile again. And then run it. And you see this time we get negative 13.0. So that's how you would write that formula both ways. The next formula reads 1 divided by the sum of x plus y. So here we do want to do the addition before we do the division. So we're going to say z is equal to 1 divided by x plus y, just like so. Save the file, compile, and then run it. And we get 0.0666 repeating. So now let's look at the next formula. The next formula reads the square root of x to the 6th plus y to the 5th. So here we're going to have to use the math library. So we'll have math.sqrt, that's the square root function, and then we need the pal function to raise x to the 6th power, and the pal function to raise y to the 5th power. The formula will look like that. Save the file, compile, and then run, and we see we get 2197.00728 and so on. And we could round that off to 2197.01. Later I'll show you how to do rounding just for formatting purposes. Our last formula is the absolute value of x plus y. Let's change our values of x plus y. Let's make x a negative 13. So if we just got the regular value of x plus y, we just write the formula x plus y. We can do that in our heads, but we'll use the computer just to verify our work. We'll have negative 11. Okay. So if we want to take the absolute value of that, we call the absolute value function. Okay. So we click File, Save, and compile again, and then run it. And then we know that the absolute value of a negative number is a positive number, so the absolute value of x plus y is positive 11, even though just x plus y is negative 11. That wraps up the exercise and should give you at least a pretty good idea of how to convert arithmetic formulas into Java code. And that wraps up our discussion of arithmetic, and now we're ready to move to a new topic, which will be how to get input into our programs. So far all we've used is direct assignment, but what we'd like to do is prompt the user to enter values so that we can have some variation in our input, and then some more on how to output using systemout.print.